So when are we going to start this house? Well, your guess is as good as mine. That license is coming in the next few weeks. We have been told that a few times.
Yeah.
However, we're feeling very confident at this stage that we should definitely be able to start in the next few weeks. Those 2 weeks have turned into more than 2 months. And the answer is we're still waiting for the license. But I promise you, as soon as we hear, we'll let you know. Although we can't start work on the house right now, there are other big projects that we can get on with. So we'll tell you about those in a little minute.
In order to grow all the fruit and vegetables that we have here, we need a few things. We need warmth, we need good soil, and we need water. We have plenty of sun here in Portugal. We're working on building compost to give our plants all the nutrients they need. We got another load of manure from Carlos the other day, and we're working on building a big compost pile. We didn't do the second room this time, just the main goat room. But yeah, 5 trailer loads to add to the 5 trailer loads about, was it 5 weeks ago? I think it was the end of April. And the next thing is water. We do have plenty of water in Portugal, but it mostly falls during the winter months, and we have to irrigate during the summer. Down in the bottom of the well, we've got an AC submersible pump. I went out shopping for a few pipe fittings and a new submersible pump for the top well. They didn't have anything that would do the height I need. I need a 10 or 12 meters of height to get it out the bottom of the well into the IBC. Then lo and behold, on Saturday, off we went for lunch round at our friends, and they offered us a submersible pump that they haven't used for 20 years. They told us the brand of pump is the best pump brand in Belgium, which we use to pump water up out of the well into this IBC, and from there we can water everywhere on our land with gravity. From here we can refill the tanks on the other side of the house. Let me show you. It's just enough drop from the IBC over on the well to fill this tank. We repurpose the hot tub to store a bit more water, and we've got the stick in it so the animals can escape if they fall in. The next part of our water system is our small pond or well. I'll show you that now. Down in the small well, we have a 12-volt submersible pump, which is powered from a battery and a solar panel up the top here. On the 15th of August last year, our main big well was completely dry. It didn't start refilling until we got a significant amount of rain in September. This well only refills slowly, but it is enough to keep the mulberry terrace watered. The tank up there waters the mulberry terrace. All the asparagus and the beans are doing well down here on the mulberry terrace, and the small well should keep them watered all summer. It looks like we might get a bit more rain today.
Well, I might not be building a house just yet, but there's nothing I like more than some schist stones. So in here, behind the bramble and the bracken, there's a schist wall. Let me show you. In here, it's not very high, about half a metre, and it has collapsed right here, and it has collapsed all the way to the big wall over here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere between 7 and 8 meters long. So my next job, well, big job, is to completely redo this wall. There are the first thing I need to do is start moving things and clearing it out, and then seeing what rocks we've got so I can rebuild it. So that's a project for later on, either in the early mornings or the late evenings. It can go on for some time because that is quite a huge piece of wall. So things that you never see me doing is walking around with little rocks, and I see little gaps in the wall, and I just tuck a stone into them anywhere I can find a space. Sometimes they don't fit, sometimes they do. There. The stones fall out. They're only held together by clay, and if you pull out a weed like this, you have to be really careful because you can take out small stones. Oh, I think we're going to get soaked. Got it, most of it. So I hope you'll enjoy that project. Ooh.
This is the wellometer. We've got a pressure transducer down in the bottom of the well, which measures the pressure at the bottom. This gives us the depth of water we have in the well. And inside here, we have a data recording device. I'm going to take it out and plug it into the computer, and we can see what the water level has been doing in the well since we got this.
And if you could manage to do it a wee bit quicker, because
Go, run.
I'm going to run inside. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Do you need any help?
Nope.
Oh my goodness, I'm going. I think that might be the fastest I've ever seen you move. I'll get the job of getting the camera again. I think we're going to have to leave that. Oh! Right, we're giving up. I'm dressed for a summer's day. Whoa!
So we set the wellometer up on the 22nd of December, and the level then was 9.6 metres. Then we can see a little upward tick on Christmas Day, and it went up to 9.7 metres. And after the heavy rain, the well level drops. Now through April we didn't have any rain. And April traditionally should be a wet month in Portugal, but there's no rain. We can see it, the well level dropping, and then it drops very sharply on the 15th of April. And this is where we pumped out approximately 1,000 litres of water. This is the first time since about maybe September, October that we've had to fill the IBC. We'll see if this shows up on the logging of the well. I made a bit of a mistake after I last took the USB stick out, and I've lost a month's worth of data. But I've just popped it back in to find out exactly what the well level is at right now. Right now it's at 5.8 metres. Last year we had 5.5 metres in the well in June. So we're pretty similar to last year. However, we don't need to water right now because it's been raining. The ground is damp. We're confident we don't need to water for at least a week. What we can see from the data is this well does not hold on to the water. The water level is dropping pretty quickly. This means we need some water storage. Let me show you where we're going to put the water tanks and how we're going to build them. We've had a discussion with the builder, and we're going to build some big tanks just here. We're at the top of the land here, and this is the ideal space to have some water tanks. We might have to move the pile of firewood that I put here a couple of months ago, but that's all right. We can do that another day. We're going to lay a concrete slab, use concrete rings set into the concrete slab. We can get 2 metre internal diameter concrete rings. And if we build these up 5 metres, that'll get us approximately 15,000 litres in a tank. Our plan is to build 2 tanks to give us 30,000 litres of water. Last year we were using about 5,000 litres of water a week for all of our plants and trees. This year we've got more trees, we've got more vegetable garden, we're going to need more water. Our 30,000 litres of water storage should keep us going for at least 6 weeks. We hope that this water storage, along with the 2 wells, is going to keep us going, watering our plants and vegetables, watering our trees and vegetables through the hottest months of July and August. We can get quite a lot of rain in a very short period of time here, and our big challenge is to collect that rainwater and store it. In the future, we're going to collect the rainwater off the roof of the house and the barn and put it in the 2 big tanks we're going to build just here. We also have another plan to store water and use it for our own pleasure as well. But that plan is way off in the future. And at the moment, we've been watering with the hose. From here, we can connect the hose to the tank and we can get all around the land that we need to water. The second part of our water project is to install taps in a couple of places around the land and drip irrigation. That is going to save us so much time, and it will also save water. We hope you're excited about these projects we're going to do. We'll see you next time.